Today, we will discuss about the science of Thrishul. We will find Thrishul as the weapon that is held in the holy hands of the Divine Mother. We can see in many temples. We can also see the Thrishul installed separately outside the temples also. In many places, it is installed under banyan tree, ashwatha tree, neem tree, etc. Because Trishul has a very high scientific and Vedic significance. Trishul means three. Three means number three. Shul in Sanskrit means negative energies. Trishul is a sharp three pronged stake that removes all the negative energies. The Trishul symbolizes various divine trinities that helps removal of the various negative energies. First, the Trishul represents the core value of our life, which is Dharma, Rutha, and Ananda. Dharma means leading a virtuous life. Rutha means leading an orderly life. And Ananda means bliss. That is, if we lead a virtuous and orderly life, we will get bliss, happiness, happiness all the time. It also represents the body, mind, and soul. If we live properly, our body and mind will be perfect, and therefore our soul will be evolving. It also represents the Sthula, Sukshma, and Karana Sarira. A proper living will give us a good Sthula Sarira, a fine Sukshma Sarira, and therefore you will end up having a good Karana Sarira. That means our karmic Sarira will be very well maintained, so that we will not be inheriting papa or negative energies. Trishula also represents the creation, preservation, and transformation. It also represents that three times: past, present, and future. Whatever may be our past or present, if we live according to the Dharma, our future will be very good. It represents compassion, love, and joy. If you are compassionate and loving to the other creatures, our life will be full of joy. It represents the spiritual, psychic, and transactional mind. If our transactional mind is good, our psychic mind will be automatically good, and our spiritual evaluation will be automatically great. A good living, proper living, will remove the three negative energies of pride, false reputation, and ego. And in its place, Trishul will give clarity, knowledge, and wisdom, resulting in a good life in this earth as well as physically, mentally, and spiritually. It will give us a good sense of logic, a good sense of reasoning, and therefore a sense of good faith, resulting in conviction of whatever we do. As a result, we will get insight, serenity, and enlightenment. For achieving this enlightenment, Trishul will help us to understand the reality and help us to practice the right practices and automatically give us the wisdom. A person will normally die, but this Trishul indicates you are not going through death, but rather, instead of death, you will go through ascension and resurrection. Trishul also represents the three gunas sattva, rajas, tamas. It says that you kill your tamas, overcome your rajas, and live a sattvic life. The Trishul represents that it is the energy behind the Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. It also indicates the three energies of a person: Icha, Kriya, and Jnana. It also indicates the three holy rivers Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati. And worship of Trishul or Devi gives us the blessings of the three basic goddesses Durga, Lakshmi, and Saraswati. It also represents the three eyes, the two stula eyes and one third eye, because it is by opening the third eye we get the insight and knowledge. Now, a body has three nadis: Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna. Ida and Pingala ends at the eyebrow. The Sushumna goes up to Sakasrara. That is why the middle of this Trishul is longer than the other two. That means it says you develop the practice of making your breath follow the Sushumna Nadi, therefore you will be able to rise up in your consciousness. The two sides of the shorter sides of Trishul indicates ability to overcome bodily ailments, physical ailments, and mental ailments like ahankara, and therefore you will be able to rise spiritually and ending up in bliss. It also indicates the three avasthas: Jagrad, Swapna, Sushupti, that is waking, dreaming, and sleeping. And it helps you to go beyond these three, that is to the avastha of Turiya, that is state of self-knowledge. As I told you, Shul means problems or sufferings. The Trishul means it kills or destroys three major types of pains that arise in life. That is Adibaudik, that is physical; Adhyatmik, that is spiritual; and Adidaivik, that is ethereal. To put it in other words, it helps us to overcome the problems created by our own self, problems created by others to us, and problems created by the nature to us because of our past karma. And it also says that you have to cross the Annamaya Kosha, that is the body, bodily sense or bodily consciousness; Pranamaya Kosha, that is the vitality sense; and Manomaya Kosha, that is mental sense. You have to go beyond these three to reach the Vijnanamaya Kosha, which is the world of wisdom, intellect, or knowledge. For achieving this, it indicates that you have to overcome the Anava, ego mala; Karma, the negative energies; and Maya, delusion. If you overcome these three, you will go to the world of grace, bliss. And it also indicates the Omkara, the foundational vibratory sound, which is represented by the Adishakti Parashakti. So, her Omkara, that is represented by this three faced, three pronged Trishul, and with the middle showing up, says that you have to go beyond this to the divine Matra or divine energy or Ma. Now, once we understand this and have a regular meditation on this Trishul and Mother, we will be able to overcome the three major problems in our life, namely misery, obstacles, and pain. This is a very important weapon in the hand of Mother, to kill both the internal and external enemies. We have discussed in many of our lectures the internal enemies as well as the external enemies. It helps us to overcome all the enemies. If you are able to overcome all the enemies, we are bound to have only a happy, prosperous, happy, and successful living. Our ancestors and rishis and sadhus understood the importance of this Trishul, but they also understood it is very difficult to carry a Trishul for everybody. Therefore, they devised another symbolism for the Trishul, which is the Vibhuti, three lines of Vibhuti in the forehead, or three lines of Tirunamam in the forehead. Now, it will constantly make us to meditate on the great principle of the Trishul. Anyone who is in a position to meditate on the simple concept of Trishul is bound to succeed in life. How very simply our ancestors have devised methods for our enhancement. Symbolism is the most important and easy thing to drive home a point. If you look at a no parking zone, a simple indication shows, then we understand it is no parking. If it is a school zone, they indicate by a symbol. So, symbols stand for the greatest principles. Trishul is standing for the greatest principle of the Divine Mother and her enormous and inexhaustive potencies and her great grace to help us to overcome all the problems. Let us make it a practice to meditate on the Mother and easily through this Trishul. Om Namo Devyai Namaha.